Hey there cats, good time of the day to you and thank you for tuning into my channel. This is Ridge Racer 2 on PSP and today I'm going through a Duel with an Angel tour. Once again it's 2 tracks, one forward, one reverse. And well, the track is relatively easy with a lot of points which I can use to my advantage. Therefore I have to figure out what to talk about, and because the track is long and I will have about, well, 3 and something minutes which I will have to spend with you here. It is a pleasant time, don't get me wrong. It's just I haven't imagined anything to actually talk about with you. Well, I've actually just watched the movie named Executive Decision. It's from 1995, I believe, or 96. Anyway, it's a good old action movie from 90s, from the 90s. It's done in that very unmistakable 90s style. It stars Kurt Russell and there's a Steven Seagal up until 20th minute of the film. Spoiler, yeah. Sorry if I've spoiled it for you, but no, overall it's it's relatively early. It happens relatively early in the movie, so I don't think it will be a major spoiler, because overall the movie is really good. I really liked it. It's awesome. There is a lot of tension, there are a lot of moments which make you jump, and there is a lot of actually teamwork between the actors, between the characters in the movie. They do feel like a team who desperately struggle to overcome the odds. Alright, it is maybe not even that much of an action, it is more like a thriller, but it feels like an action movie for whatever reason. But yes, it is not a one-man hero action movie, it is actually a team action movie, so to say. And I really enjoyed it until probably the very last scene, the landing scene. I don't know, after the Denzel Washington how was it called? I believe it is called The Flight on English. It is called a little bit differently on my language, but The Flight from, I believe, 2011, if I'm not mistaken, which stars Denzel Washington. Well, after The Flight, all the landing scenes in those old 90s movies, they look a little bit subpar, you know. Also, I'm somewhat surprised that Boeing 7, whatever it was, 737, 787, whatever, Boeing in the movie Executive Decision actually signals to the pilot that he hadn't extended the landing gear. I mean, there could be a difference between different planes, of course, but I just know for a fact that there were not even 1 or 2, there were several landings where a flight crew actually landed a passenger plane without extending landing gear. And at least one time, the story goes, I'm pretty sure you can find it in the internet, at least once the crew landed the plane without landing gear so smoothly that when the tower asked them if they can make it on their own out of the landing line, out of the strip, onto the, on the side road or whatever it's called, they've actually responded with affirmative, like, yeah, no problem. And only then they realized that something wrong, that the plane is actually lying on its belly. However, in the movie Executive Decision, the plane actually signals that the landing gear is not extended, and yeah, it picked up my curiosity. I wish I knew more about the airplanes, about different models, and about how they are, how they are doing their thing, so to say, about their quirks and about all their stuff. But I don't, so yeah, if you know anything about that moment from that particular movie, please do write it to me in the commentary, because I would like to know how realistic that part is. Oh yeah, not to mention the fact that in the movie the character which lands the huge airplane is actually not even a professional pilot. He never flied solo, he never actually landed plane himself, and according to the movie, the planes he actually tries to fly, the plane he learns to fly is a small Cessna plane, you know, turboprop, nothing specific, and then toward the end of the movie he actually lands a huge passenger jet without any prior training. I mean, alright, yeah, you probably think it is a particular, not a pilot or something, but movie also explicitly states that a lot of electronics in the cabin, in the pilot's cabin, is damaged. So yeah, I find it also doubtful that it is possible to land a plane like that for someone who has no knowledge about flying, no experience about flying huge passenger jets and with damaged electronics to boot. But other than that, the final scene is amazing. In fact, the scene of the landing itself is simply awesome. I've liked it a lot. The final landing of this huge plane, I have no idea how they shot it. Was this actually decorations, or did they actually decided to land down a plane that huge? Well, however they've decided to shoot it, it was done simply awesomely. No, I don't believe they've actually landed a plane that huge the way they did. I do not believe any plane of that kind, any risk would be justifiable. I mean, even if you risk just a pilot and a huge plane which can become just a scrap, it's still a lot of risk to land a plane like that, and I do not think anyone would do that just for a movie. But whatever they did, however they've shot it, it looks awesome. So yeah, despite all the shortcomings, I've liked that movie a lot, and I can recommend it to you. Yeah, and I can recommend it to you. Yeah. So, that's how we've made it through the Duel with an Angel. I hope my English didn't hurt your ears too much, and I hope you enjoyed the race. Thanks for being with me, cats. Good luck.